Hey guys, this is Tom McCullough reporting directly from the White House with the Next News Network. And guys, strap in because we got a blockbuster weekend to unpack, and it's all swirling around one guy, not Peter Dosey, but Elon Musk. And he's shaking things up like a tornado in a trailer park. And last night, Sunday, March 30th, Musk stormed into Green Bay, Wisconsin, rocking a cheesehead hat. Yeah, you heard that right. And he turned a quiet Supreme Court election into a full-on circus. He didn't just fire up the crowd, he handed out two massive $1 million checks to regular folks right on stage. And that's two everyday Americans, boom, instant millionaires just for signing a petition against activist judges.
Everybody. Thanks for coming. Let me first hand out two $1 million checks in appreciation. Okay, so the first check goes to Nicholas Jacobs. All right. Now, I should say that the reason, the reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention. It's like we need to get attention, and it's somewhat inevitably when I do these things, the sort of it causes the legacy media to kind of lose their minds, and then they'll run it on every news channel. And I'm like, I couldn't pay them it would cost like 10 times more, or, it's to get the kind of coverage that we get, so.
The left's losing their minds yelling voter bribery. But Musk, he says it's about saving civilization. It's all big talk? Sure. Big impact? You absolutely better believe it. And so let's dig right in. Musk was there to boost Brad Schimel, a conservative running for Wisconsin's Supreme Court. This isn't some boring local snooze fest, it's a slugfest. If Schimel wins tomorrow, April 1st, it could lock down a court that backs Trump's game plan. Tough borders, fair trade, and maybe even a smackdown on abortion rulings. Musk told the 2,000-person strong crowd this election could decide America's future. Over the top? No chance. But he's got a point. Wisconsin's a tipping point. If it goes liberal, Democrats could redraw maps, swipe 2 Republican seats, and kneecap Trump's agenda before it even gets rolling. And Musk's pouring millions into this. Some say 20 million, and that's not chump change. That's a literal battle fund. Now here's the kicker. Musk isn't playing rich guy philanthropist. He's busting his tail to save America from bankruptcy, slashing government waste, fraud, and abuse like it's his personal mission. This Green Bay stunt, it's a classic Musk, big, bold, and in your face, and Trump's all in for it. The president endorsed Schimel last week, even hopped on a call with him Thursday. They're on the same page, folks. Musk's cash, Trump's grit, it's a combo punching holes in the swamp's leaky boat, and the fake news narrative behind me. But hold on, Trump wasn't just clapping for Musk this weekend, he was swinging his own fists. On Saturday, he dropped a bomb. He's fed up with Iran's leaders and warned that he'll bomb them if they don't cut a deal on the nuclear program. He stated, there will be bombing. He said, no sugar.
The secondary tariffs on Iran, and we'll probably give it a couple of weeks, and if we don't see any progress, we're going to put them on. We're not putting them on right now, but if you remember, I did that 6 years ago, and it worked very well, to put it mildly. And if the election weren't rigged, you would have a situation where there would be no problem with Iran today, but it was. Biden didn't know what he was doing, obviously, and we have a very rough situation in the Middle East because of that. You ended up with October 7th, and you would have never had October 7th, and you would have never had Russia going into Ukraine likewise. We're going to make a decision on secondary tariffs on Iran based on whether or not they're going to make a deal. If they're going to make a deal, then we're never going to put secondary tariffs on. We're going to hope they have a great, long, and successful life as a country. But we'll see what happens. It's very, very interesting. I can't imagine them doing anything else when making a deal. I would prefer a deal to the other alternative, which I think everybody in this plane knows what that is. And that's not going to be pretty, and I do not prefer that.
So,
this comes after Iran's been strutting around, firing off missiles and flipping off the West. The leaders are whining, oh no, escalation. But Trump's fans, they're pumped. They want a fighter, not a hugger, and he's giving it to them. And this is what we voted for. I know I voted for it. And that's not all from Trump's weekend playbook. He's also hinting at huge new tariffs by midweek. The details? Pretty bold. He's got big targets. Could be China, could be Europe, maybe both. He's pulled this move before, teasing big trade hits, then tweaking them later. Wall Street's sweating, but Trump's betting it'll all spark American jobs. Love him or hate him, he's keeping everyone on their toes.
The tariffs will be far more generous than those countries were to us, meaning they will be kinder than those countries were to the United States of America over the decades. They ripped us off like no country's ever been ripped off in history. And we're going to be much nicer than they were to us, but it's substantial money for the country, nevertheless.
And meanwhile, Musk's out in Green Bay turning a state race into a national wake-up call. It's smart, local fight, big stakes. And let's talk impact. Musk's rally wasn't just noise, it's a thunderbolt. He's got protesters raging outside Tesla stores worldwide, calling him a tyrant, slapping not for sale signs everywhere. Over 200 protests hit Tesla spots from Seattle to Switzerland on Saturday alone. And why? Because they see Musk as a wrecking ball smashing their cushy liberal sandbox. And those $1 million checks, Wisconsin's Attorney General Josh Kaul tried to stop it, crying illegal. Court said tough luck. Musk handed them out anyways. That's guts, folks. That's a guy who doesn't flinch. Back to Trump and Iran real quick. If he greenlights the bombing, it's not just about nukes, it's a message. He's telling the world America's not playing nice anymore. Tie that to Musk's cash drop in Wisconsin, and this weekend's all about strength, bombs and bucks. The left's screaming, the right's roaring, and the rest of us are just hanging on by our seats. Oh, and there's one more tidbit. His Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, run by Musk's ideas, is stirring the pot. Protesters say it's killing jobs. Trump says it's cutting fat. Musk's fingerprints are all over it, fighting waste, fraud, and abuse like a single bulldog. So what's the bottom line? Musk's Green Bay rally wasn't a sideshow, it was a game shifter. Win or lose, tomorrow Scheimel's got a rocket boost most candidates can only dream of. Trump's got a partner in Musk who's not afraid to throw cash and elbow grease at America's problems. Bankruptcy, waste, you name it. And Iran, they're on the clock. This weekend was a sneak peek, a Trump-Musk tag team that's loud, tough, and unapologetic, just like America. The moves, Musk's millions, Trump's tariff talk, the Iran threat, they're not headlines, they're a blueprint. They're saying we're here, we're fixing this mess, and we're not slowing down. And again, guys, that's where we stand. The White House is humming, Wisconsin's buzzing, and the world's eyes are glued. Elon Musk turned a small-town rally into a national gut punch, and Trump's riding that energy with his own bold plays. Like it or not, it's real. So here's my ask. Share this post, tell your friends, and subscribe to Next News Network.